Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I am here. It's Thursday. For some of you, it's Friday. I love that we're living in different time zones. I think it's amazing. I mean, when you think about it, isn't technology amazing? Like, I can be here today and talk to anybody I want around the world and be able to talk to you face to face. Isn't that crazy? I just think technology is amazing. I really do. And I'm so grateful to be able to have this technology so that I can come in and teach you guys because here's the deal, right? It's like right now with everything that's going on with the pandemic and with everything that's going on with the lockdowns around the country, this allows us to be able to still continue to teach and to be connected and to grow and to get the information out that you guys need to hear, and it's just amazing. So I am very grateful for technology, even though sometimes it drives me batty because things break down like a lot. As you guys notice, sometimes when I'm doing these lives, right, I will have technical difficulties. It's just part of the deal. I don't even stress about it anymore. I used to stress out about it, but I don't anymore because I've been learning how to control my stress. Because when my stress is high, my blood sugars go up. And when my blood sugars go up, my insulin goes up. And when my insulin goes up, I gain weight. So, and I grow cancer. So I've really learned and practiced. For me, it's like practice. I have practiced the stress reduction, and it takes deliberate practice and implementing the tools that I teach all of my girls inside my academy when it comes to stress reduction and mindset. And I do everything I teach. So sometimes people ask me, well, if you don't have diabetes or you don't have A, B, C, or D, how can you teach it? Well, because I I do everything I teach because if you have diabetes, you have an imbalance. If you have prediabetes, you have an imbalance in the body. If you have cancer, you have an imbalance in the body. If I want to stay healthy and not end up having disease happen to me, I want to stay in balance. And that's what I teach. This is exactly what I teach. This is why I say I don't know why every woman in the world doesn't want to be a part of this academy because it's teaching you lifestyle. It's teaching you how to maintain first of all how to create balance and get balance in the body, create an environment that's healthy, but then also how to practice and do that for the rest of your life so you can stay this way for the rest of your life and live a good quality life. And that's why it's like I don't understand why not everybody would want to not have a piece of this. It just baffles me that not everybody is just like I'm in, let's go. But I get it. So let's start. We have today a little bit of review, but also we are going to talk about blood sugars. All this week we've been talking about how to get your blood sugars down instantly. And on Monday, I asked you guys to do a few things, and I want to know if you guys have done that. On Monday, I asked you guys, let me pull up my slide. Um, Here's what I asked you guys to do on Monday to start lowering your blood sugars instantly. So on Monday, I asked you to try your best to eliminate all sugar for the rest of Monday, for Tuesday and Wednesday. I asked you to not snack. Asked you to make your last meal of the day at 7 p.m. and your first meal of the next day, 11 a.m. And then try to take a walk after your last meal. I want to know who actually did that. Who actually did that and what was the result of your blood sugars from doing that? Anybody want to comment? Did anybody do it? I want you to type in the comments if you actually did that and you noticed a difference. Because if you did, you should have. If you totally followed those steps, you should have. If you didn't, then we have to go further, right? We have to understand, well, if they didn't come down, then there's something, that in the body that's very broken. And it could be partly inflammation, it could be insulin resistance, which is probably the case. And so this is why we have to kind of do the next steps, right? We have to kind of I have to be like the little detective that goes in there and says, okay, if these four things didn't work at least a little bit, then what's going on? If you truly followed those four things. So did anybody do them? I'll just kind of pay attention here to my news feed. and see if you guys are answering those questions for me. Okay. So let's do a little review before we get into today's topic. And I want to say that this series for me has been super super fun for me to teach because I love talking all about women's health. And to be honest with you, women, because we're women and because we have hormones and because we have stress and because of everything, our bodies tend to be really prone to break down hormonally, right? And also from a blood sugar standpoint, when because we're women and we get, women get pregnant and they go through perimenopause and menopause and all of these things, women are more prone for hormone imbalance. And you learned yesterday that the four key hormones, insulin, leptin, ghrelin, and cortisol, play a major role in our health, right? So if any of those hormones are off, you're not only going to have symptoms, but you're not going to feel very good, right? But also those imbalances of hormones are causing your blood sugars to be high. And then if your blood sugars are high, you're going to gain weight and then it's just like this vicious cycle. So we talked all about that and I went into pretty deep teachings on that. So I would absolutely recommend that you go back and watch those classes because we really took a deep dive. So if those four things I asked you to do on Monday didn't allow your blood sugars to come down even just a little bit, then you need a little bit more help with discovering what's going on a cellular level. I always talk about how we have to fix our body on a cellular level because the longer you've had prediabetes, the longer you've had diabetes, the longer you've been overweight, the longer the body has just been breaking down, right? So sometimes it just is sometimes if you don't see immediate results like this just means that we've got to go a little deeper and we've got to try a few more things and we've got to be more aggressive in healing the body on a cellular level. And that's what I do. That's why the academy was formed, you guys. The academy was formed because you guys are not getting anybody to help you figure out your underlying root cause. The only thing you guys are getting is medical doctors giving you drugs or diabetes educators telling you to follow the food pyramid, which is making your diabetes worse. Okay, so or you're going to doctors for your weight, and all they're doing is telling you, to get surgery, as you heard Brandy say, get surgery or go on weight loss stimulants or weight loss medications. That is not going to ever fix the problem. So the academy is designed to help you uncover your underlying root cause of what your symptoms are. That is it. This is why I say, why wouldn't every woman want to learn this? Why wouldn't every woman want to feel better? Why wouldn't every woman want to learn how not to struggle with their weight? Why wouldn't every woman want to learn how to not have to be on medications? I just that's what we're here for. That's what I do. So Monday we talked about, where your blood sugar levels should be, like what's the right millimoles per liter or the uh, uh, milligrams per deciliter for the Americans, and then for the Canadians, it was the millimoles per liter. We talked about that. We talked about how much sugar you actually should have in your body. And we also, in class 2, we talked about the Down phenomenon. We talked all about insulin and what drives insulin to be high. And we learned that insulin was a hormone and that when you have insulin in your body, you're going to not be able to lose weight. We talked about what you needed to make those cells work properly. And then last night, wow, what a night. If you guys did not watch last night, I would recommend you scroll down, you can fast forward through, some of the parts that you don't want to watch, but it was an amazing broadcast. And we talked a lot about hormones. The four main hormones we talked about were insulin, leptin, ghrelin, and cortisol. These are the four hormones that, as a woman, I can guarantee that all of these or some of them will be off at, at certain periods in your life. If you have any symptoms, okay, ladies, hear me out. If you have any symptoms, fatigue, cravings, weight gain, high blood sugars, bloating, acid reflux, migraines, PCOS, fibromyalgia, high blood pressure, cholesterol problems, you know, the list goes on. Arthritis. Any of those symptoms is a sign of imbalance. And I can guarantee these four hormones are off. There are, for sure. All of those hormones are responsible for all of those list of diseases that I just mentioned to you. Okay. And once you can have somebody help you figure out, okay, how do we get these in balance? That's when your body will then be able to heal itself. Our bodies are designed to heal itself. Our bodies are not designed to have symptoms every day. And just because you've turned 40 and are studying perimenopause doesn't mean that you should feel fatigue and gain weight. Just because you've turned 50 or 60 doesn't mean that you automatically are going to get high blood pressure or have high cholesterol. No, no. As you age, you shouldn't be getting worse. You should not be getting worse as you age. You should be doing the things you need to do now so that when you start to age, you won't have the breakdown of the body. Okay? I I feel the best I ever have in my entire life. I feel better now in my 50s than I did in my 30s and my 40s, even my 20s. I really do. I can honestly, I have no more problems with my weight. I don't worry about my weight. I don't gain and lose all the time. I don't have an emotional attachment to food anymore. I used to, you guys, I used to always like think about food. What am I going to eat? How many calories should I do? How much, macros should I be eating? Should I have carbs? Should I have fat? I used to always be confused about that. And it was exhausting. And then I would have cravings all the time. And I'd think about food and then I would eat something and I'd gain weight. And then I'd be like, well, maybe I should go work out because I'm gaining weight. And then I had insulin resistance. So I gained 40 pounds in 2 months, and I was just frustrated. And I was like bound and determined to figure out, okay, I do not want to live this way anymore. I do not want to live this way where I'm always feeling sick. I'm always having cravings. I'm always worried about my weight. I'm over exercising because, I'm think that's going to be the reason why I'm keeping my weight in control. I have none of that anymore. And then I go and get cancer, right? And and I was like, I learned the why, and I feel better now than I ever have. And I no longer have cancer, and I'm not afraid my cancer is going to come back. I'm not. I'm not afraid my insulin resistance is going to come back. I'm not afraid of the weight because I know how to keep the body in balance. And that you can't put a price on that. And that's why the academy is here. This is why I want to help you women learn that. And it is something you guys got to learn. It has something you guys got to learn, and you got to practice, and you need a coach to help you with that because you cannot do it on your own. It's hard work, but it's so rewarding. So we talked a lot about that last night where, when your hormones are off, and as a woman, we're just prone to our hormones being off because we're just women. That's just the way it is. Okay. It's just how God made us. We have hormones, we have emotions, we have that. But when you can learn how to give your body the right environment so that your hormones stay in track and you can, then everything falls in place and it's amazing. So, we talked a lot about that last night. We also talked about inflammation and A1C, where your A1 should be. We talked about the different kinds of inflammation, acute versus chronic. We talked about the success pyramid, where the goal for all of you guys is to create balance in the body so that you get to the point where I'm at. I want to teach you guys where I'm at right now. And where I'm at right now is total peace. I'm at total peace with my health. I'm at peace with my health and I'm at peace with my relationship with food. Isn't that amazing? Think about this, you guys. All of you, think about this. I want you just to imagine that you're only hungry a couple times a day because all your hormones, your ghrelin and your leptin are in check. So you don't get these massive urges to want to eat. And when you are hungry, you listen to your body and you only desire foods that are healthy for you because your body, food is fuel. I know you guys are like, I can't even imagine. I want you just to imagine you had no cravings, that you didn't get hungry, that you didn't have to worry about your weight, that you had amazing energy, that you were at your goal weight, you were off medications. Just that your A1C is normal, that you don't have to worry about your blood sugars. I mean, just imagine what that life would be like. I want to tell you that is available to you. But you have to decide you want it. Now, some people don't want it. Some people want to stay on medications. They want to eat like crap and let the medications manage their diabetes, and then they'll never get better. They think they're going to get better with the medications, but they're not. And if that's where you're at, I love you and that's totally fine. But I'm talking to those of you who want to actually reverse that. If you don't want to have that lifestyle anymore, you don't want to have the lifestyle of being on 10 medications. You don't want to have the lifestyle of being, pricking your finger. You don't want to have the lifestyle of worrying about your weight. You want to be able to walk and go for walks and not have so much inflammation that you hurt everywhere. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, who want to actually start to take the steps to feel better. And I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're in your 30s. I don't care if you're in your 70s or 80s. It doesn't matter. If you're in your 70s, you for sure should be starting to work with me, because I want you to be able to live the rest of your life feeling good, right? Life starts at 50. As far as I'm concerned. I think life starts at 50. I'm just going to continue to work on feeling better, and live my life in peace with myself and my health. That is what I'm teaching. And that is what I'm offering to you. I am offering to give that to you. But you can't do it unless you make the decision that and decide that that's what you want. If you want that, I'm offering that to you. So today we are going to be talking about um, we're going to be talking about what you need to do to lower your blood sugars instantly. So if you did those 4 things I asked you to do, your blood sugars should be down, okay? They should be. If they're not, then you got to go back and take a look at, well, were you maybe eating some hidden sugar? Were you eating white foods? Like some people think that eating white rice is actually, or oatmeal is actually good for them. That it's not. That's going to raise your blood sugars. Carbs that are high in the glycemic index, right? MSG. A lot of people think they're eating healthy, but they have hidden MSG. And a lot of MSG is in like dressings, salad dressings, or soy sauces, or Chinese food, or any sort of fast food, and also even restaurant food. You got to be careful. If you order dressings in restaurants, I think it might be healthy, but they will have MSG in them. Hidden fructose is in everything. You got to read labels, pay attention to that. And maybe you had too much fruit. And if you have severe insulin resistance, you know that you guys are not going to probably be able to have fruit until we heal your body on a cellular level. So these are the steps I asked you to do on Monday, and you should have had some results with this. Okay. If you didn't have results in this, then we've got to take a look at what you were doing, being very honest, what you were doing right in the last 3 days, because those things should have worked to start. I'm not saying it's going to reverse your diabetes or get your blood sugars down to normal right away, but you should have seen a change, is what I'm saying. If you didn't see a change, then let me help you figure out why. Okay. That is the deal. So if you look in your workbooks, we are on page 10 of your workbooks. I'm so sad this is our last day of this class. I just love teaching you guys so much. So here's what we're going to do next. We are going to go through the 7 steps that will lower your blood sugars instantly. Now, some of this will be repeat because you have 4 of them right here that I just listed for you. But if you've done all these, right, and you still are having some issues, here's some additional things that you want to do. Okay. So again, you want to eliminate sugar. And I'm talking like sugar, like cookies, cakes, bars, pasta, sweet tarts, Easter egg candy, that kind of thing. So you got to eliminate sugar. And here's the deal. Here's what I want to say about this. If you have been so used to eating a lot of sugar in your life, to just stop cold turkey to eat sugar is going to be really hard. It's not going to feel very good at all. And so that is what I want to help you with. I want to help you with how to do that, how to detox sugar from your body so that it won't be so miserable. Because if you stop cold turkey, it will be challenging, but it's you got to understand the reasons why you're doing it, and then you've got to have some backup plans to help with the symptoms, right? It's similar to somebody who quits smoking, right? It's really good to quit smoking cold turkey, but you have really some pretty bad side effects from quitting, that quickly, right? similar to sugar. So I do have some hacks inside the academy that I teach, where we can do this without you feeling quite so miserable. You got to find the why. You hear me talk about this all the time. If you don't know why you have diabetes, if you don't know why your blood sugars are high, if you don't know why you have aches and pains, if you don't know why your blood pressure is high, if you don't know why your triglycerides are high, if you don't know why you're diagnosed with fibromyalgia, if you don't know why you have headaches, if you don't know why you have bloating, if you don't know why you have acid reflux, if you don't know the why, you guys, what are you going to do? If you don't know the why, okay? If you don't have somebody help you figure out the why, you're just at the mercy of the medications, because that's all the doctors know. That's all they know. They've studied nutrition one day in 8 years of med school. I've been studying this and I've gone through a lot of these things. I've gone through the hormone imbalances. I've gone through insulin resistance. I've had cancer. I've been studying this for 30 years, pretty much all my life. And I'm finally at the point, starting 5 years ago, I finally got to the point where I figured it out. I finally figured I have the solution, and the solution is the academy. I've gone through everything, right? So if you don't know the why, you're going to be at the mercy of medications, and you're going to be at the mercy of your medical doctors, who will always advise that route. And I'm just here to offer you that there's another way, a better way. And you heard from a lot of the girls this week who have shared their success stories, that they have chosen to do it the way that I'm teaching, and they've gotten results for the first time ever. You got to heal the body on the cellular level, and that's part finding the why. So once we find the why, then we start working on healing the body on a cellular level. Your blood sugars won't be down permanently and won't stay down until you fix the body on a cellular level, and part of that requires you to get off medications. Got to change your diet. A lot of you, this isn't rocket science. A lot of you know that. Okay. But some of you are like, well, I don't know what type of diet to go on. I'm being told I need to go on keto. And there's about 50 million different versions of keto. Well, not really 50 million, but you know what I'm saying. There's like so many versions of keto. And I'm here to tell you, there's bad keto out there, like bad. Like, you do not want to go on the bad keto diets. They will not work long term, and they will make your situation worse. Short term, a high fat keto diet, short term, yeah, your blood sugars will come down, but it's not fixing it on a cellular level. You need nutrients to fixing your body on a cellular level. Okay, so you got to change your diet, and that's why in the academy, when my clients come to me, we customize that for everybody. Everybody's different. They just are. Some people have to have more fat. Some people have to have more carbs. Some women have to have, more, uh, protein. Some have to have less protein. I mean, we're not just a one quick fix pony show. I mean, look at I'm very different than, you know, my mom. My mom has to eat a totally different way than me, even though we're related, because we're different. Our bodies are at different levels, right? So we have to design your protocol, your diet based on your current situation, and based on fixing it on a cellular level. And that's the other thing I want to say real quick is sometimes we start with a certain protocol and we have to change it as your body changes. Okay? You can't stay on the goal is you've got to be able to get on a protocol that heals your body on a cellular level, that gets you results, help you feel better, and that you can do for the rest of your life. Hello? You got to be able to do this the rest of your life. If you can't do this the rest of your life, you're not going to stay on it. Right? So, and that's stuff that we have to do slowly and teach, and I'm telling you, that's the key. And that's what's beautiful about the academy, is that that's what you're going to learn. It's not You're not going to learn this in a day. It takes time, but you learn it and you do it in a way, in a pace that is going to get you results quickly, but you're going to be able to learn this and fix your body on a cellular level. That's the beauty. Okay. So, number 5, you got to become nutrified. There's so many of you that are taking a bunch of supplements, but your body isn't even absorbing them. And then there's some of you that are taking the wrong sort of supplements, or there's some of you that aren't taking any, which is actually probably fine, because if you have diabetes or prediabetes or fibromyalgia, or if you're not eating the right foods, or if you have a lot of inflammation, your body's not even absorbing the good nutrients anyway. So we've got to figure this out too. Again, we have to look at the why. Why, if you have certain symptoms, there's indications that you might be missing certain key nutrients in your body on a cellular level. So we have tests and things that we do to understand your specific nutrient deficiencies, and we work on that also. You have to reduce inflammation. There's two types of inflammation, right? Acute and chronic. We focus a lot on the chronic inflammation, the inflammation that's been brewing for many, many, many years. And then we also work on what we can do short term for any acute inflammation that you might be having. There's some things you can do to help speed that acute inflammation up. And then you got to start moving, right? You got to start walking or exercising. Now, here's where a lot of you are at, and I get it. A lot of you are don't feel well at all. You have so much inflammation, so much pain that you're bedridden. I have lots of clients who come to me that can't walk. They can't walk, they can't move because they're in so much pain. I get that. So until we can fix it on a cellular level, we've got to do that first, and then you will be able to start moving. Okay, but if you can move now, you got to start moving. You got to be able to do that to get the circulation going in your body, to get, to burn off some of those blood sugars, just to help your body start to heal. Our bodies are required to move. Our bodies aren't required to sit in front of a computer all day, which is, what most of us are doing now with the pandemic, right? So we've got to move. And here's what I will say. Any of you who are unable to move due to your diabetes, I can help you. You've heard from so many. If you go to all of my success stories, you'll hear from Irene Davis, who was bedridden when she started with me, and now she's working 10-hour shifts at a nursing home as a nurse's aide. And she's just on fire, right? She just a year ago she wasn't able to even work. She had to quit her job because she wasn't able to work. Then you heard from AJ, who also was not able to walk. She was on the verge of quitting. She was so depressed she couldn't walk. And this was a few months ago, and now she's out walking every day. You heard from Sherry yesterday. She had so much knee pain that's what concerned her. She was hurting for her to even go upstairs. She had so much chronic pain. So there's just story after story about people who have chronic inflammation and are in so much pain. And the minute they decide to, like, okay, I'm going to figure this out, we can get them to feeling better so they can start moving. Okay. So we just have to just do these things in the right order and get going on it. Okay. So that is your page 10. Let's go to the next page 11. Page 11. Now we're talking about what is the difference between supplements and medications. Supplements are food. So when you look at a supplement, vitamin A, B, D, C, I mean, all these different vitamins, right? They're nutrients that your body recognizes. It's fuel that your body recognizes as nutrition. Okay, that's basically what a supplement is. Our body requires 90 essential nutrients, and most of them our body does not make. That's why they're called essential, because our body doesn't make them. Okay, so we got to supplement with them. So when you take a supplement, your body knows what to do with those supplements, with that nutrition. They're essential, and your body needs them to work on a cellular level. Okay, medications, your body doesn't know what to do with medication. It actually, when you take a medication, it will mask a symptom and it will help with the symptom. Okay, but medications are toxic, and your body doesn't doesn't it doesn't fix anything. It just puts a band-aid on it. Okay, so 99% of all medications are causing a bad effect on you. Now, even like, okay, so let's talk about insulin, right? If you're a type 1 diabetic, thank God for insulin. Are all medications bad all the time? No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is medications are overused. And if you're on 10 or 12 medications, you're going to have inflammation and you're not going to feel good and you are not going to get better. Okay? If you're a type 1 diabetic and you're on insulin, thank God for insulin. But even hear me out, even too much insulin is not good. And so what you're being told as a type 1 is that you can eat whatever you want just as long as you take insulin. Well, we know that too much insulin is very inflammatory to the body, right? Our bodies are designed to have one teaspoon of sugar in it all the time and very low insulin. So if you're injecting, 20, 40, 50, 60 units of insulin a day, that's too much. Your body doesn't need that much, but you're taking insulin because you're not being taught how to manage your lifestyle through nutrition and supplements to be able to not take as much insulin. I work with type 1 diabetics. It's a tricky thing, but the goal as a type 1 diabetic is to take as minimal amount of insulin as possible, and so you can feel amazing. The bottom line is this: I want you guys to feel amazing. I want you guys to have normal blood sugars, to be at a normal weight, not have to worry about your weight, not have to worry about food and what you're going to eat, and just have life full of joy, peace, and not have to stress out about your health. Okay? Some of you can't even imagine that right now. But I'm saying I'm offering that to you. It will take work, it will take time, but it's available to you. You just have to decide. So that's the difference between a supplement and a medication. Okay? There are 90 essential nutrients that our body needs on a daily basis. This was proven by Dr. Wallach, um, and he proved it through 26,000 autopsies, through uh, dozens and dozens, hundreds and hundreds of medical blood labs, of medical draws, and so he proved it, and his book is in the Smithsonian, so you can go check him out. But he proved that if we don't have these specific 90 essential nutrients in our body in the right combination, we're going to be unbalanced. We're going to have breakdown on a cellular level, and we're going to get disease. We're not getting our gas tanks are on empty. They are on empty. And even if you're eating right, we are not getting the right nutrition from our food. So most of us are living with a gas tank that's half. We need to bring it up to here. And we're not, and if you're living on a half tank of gas, you're not going to feel very good. Okay. So our body needs these 90. And so I teach you what those 90 are. And the reason why I don't ever say go get these 90 right now is because most of you shouldn't take anything until we fix your body, because if you take a bunch of supplements that you don't need, or if you even take supplements right now, your body is not even able to absorb them. So you can't just take supplements and not change anything else. Remember, it's never just one thing. So most people think, well, if I have blood sugars, I'm just going to eliminate sugar. That's it. Okay, yeah, that will help a little bit, but it's not fixing everything on a cellular level. You got to do all these different things. I have the system. We've got to do a lot of different things all at one time. If you truly want to be healthy, right, long term. Ooh, I'm going to sneeze. Ooh, hold on. Whew, that was weird. Felt like I had to sneeze there for a minute. So, what are they? What are the 90 essential? 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 fatty acids. Okay? So again, 60 minerals, 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, and 2 fatty acids. Those are what our body needs. And they are essential because our body doesn't make them. That's why we need to take them. Our body doesn't just automatically make these. We have to supplement them. Why won't your physician tell you about supplements? Well, they won't tell you about supplements because they're trained in medications. That's why. If they're trained in medications, they don't know about supplements. Also, if they believe that the body, when it breaks down, can't heal itself, They believe that once it breaks down, it will always be broken down and you have to use medications. Of course, they're not going to teach you about supplements. Okay. We have the opposing, we have the opposing position as as naturopathic doctors or nutritionists like me. Ours are it's the opposite. Okay. Your doctor's plan for if you have PCOS, prediabetes, diabetes, fibromyalgia, high blood pressure, whatever. Your doctor's plan is a pill plan. That's just what he studied. Okay. Our plan is a success plan. And we learn these different areas in the right order. That's our plan. And then when we go through our roadmap, we can end up getting you off. Your doctor will end up pulling you off a lot of these medications. So you're either feeding your disease or you're feeding your health. Bottom line, that is what we do. I'm going to teach you how you want to use food to as fuel, and you want to feed your body for health. For health, you want to feed disease. Everything you put in your mouth, everything you put in your mouth, everything. I don't care what it is. You're either aiding in the healing process or you're aiding in the disease process. You're either aiding in the disease process or you're aiding in fixing your body on a cellular level. Everything you put in. Okay. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do. Okay. You guys with me? Hi, Jackie, Angie, Sarah, Tammy, April, Ingrid, AJ, Bev, Margaret, Jen. Awesome. Hi, Bianca. Awesome job. Okay. What I want to do next is I want to, for those of you who I'm going to bring somebody on, I want to talk with her. But before I do that, there's some of you here that missed last night and you need to know what the Academy is. I want to go really quick. I just want to tell you what the Academy is because if you're listening to this today and you're like, oh my gosh, I totally want to figure out what's wrong. I totally want to figure out what is going on. I want to figure out the why. I want to figure out why I don't feel good. I want to figure out why I am my blood sugars are high and they're not coming down no matter what I do. I want to figure out why in the world I want to figure out why in the world I don't feel good. I want to figure out why my blood sugars are high. I want to figure out why I'm not being told that I can reverse my diabetes. I want to understand the why, the why. This is what the Academy is. This is why I started the Academy. And look at these beautiful women in my Academy. I mean, you can't really see them because I have them blocked out, but we have so many amazing women in the Academy who have done the protocol in the Academy and all have had amazing results. Okay. You got to remember that when I teach you guys and say it's never just one thing, that's really what it is. It's never just one thing. The reason why you have diabetes, not just because of one thing. The reason why you have high blood pressure is never just one thing. We have to figure out the why. And this is a part of figuring out the why. How much inflammation do you have? Are your hormones off? How are you stressed? How are you managing that stress? What kind of stress? Is it acute or chronic? Are you able to walk? Why aren't you able to walk or exercise? If you can't, why? Let's figure out why. How's your mindset? Are you super stressed? Is your most of your stress emotional? How can we manage that? How many medications are you on? Are you on 1, 2, 10, 11, 12? What's your diet like? What's your protocol on? Are you on a protocol that you can do for the rest of your life? And, are you nutrient deficient? These are the things we have to figure out the why from. In order for you to start healing your body, this is what you have to do. Okay. I've been studying this stuff all of my life. I wrote 2 books about this. Okay. The one that you guys are probably really familiar with is this, and you guys all get a free copy of this by just downloading it in the group. If you're in the Facebook group, you get a free copy of this. If you don't have a copy of this, go to refusediabetes.com and I will absolutely send you a copy of this. But I base the Academy on these 2 books, which is how to create balance in the body so that you can reverse your diabetes, you can reverse cancer, you can get rid of your underlying symptoms that are bothering you and get off medications. That's why I started the Academy. Okay. Most people who come to me who have diabetes are overwhelmed and confused. Their A1Cs are high, their blood sugars are high. Even if you don't have diabetes, I have so many clients that come to me with insulin resistance that have not been diagnosed with diabetes yet, because they're not being told that they are pre-diabetic, but they're just really overweight. And if you're overweight and you can't lose weight and you're frustrated, you can fall in this category too. This isn't just for diabetes. If you are overwhelmed and confused because you don't feel good and your weight is out of control and you are frustrated, I want to get you to the top of the pyramid. This is the strategy right here. This is what we do. We have proven results in the academy using the process that I teach. The 9-step process, we have the success plan, not the pill plan. We have so much success with proven results. We go along this roadmap. I get you from A to B. We learn, we do, and we enjoy. That's the process that I teach. Okay. Your doctor's plan is a pill plan. Our plan is a success plan. When you start working on the success roadmap, you're going to end up getting off of all of these medications, and your doctor will be blown away. Inside the academy, I've set it up so you get 4 key elements. You guys, this is what you need, and this is what you're not getting with any other program. I don't care what program you've tried in the past, if you have tried programs, and I know many of you have tried and spent a lot of money on programs. This is what you're getting, and I'm the only one offering it the way that I do. You're getting what's called a MAPS environment. MAPS, this is an acronym for mentorship. You're getting mentorship online, live coaching with me. Live coaching with me. Okay. This is not a program where you sign up and then you go into get my book and then you do a bunch of reading and you never see me ever again. Absolutely flipping not. You, my passion is to get you results. My passion is to help you figure out the why. And that's what I do. So you have access to me a lot, and we go through the process, and every week, multiple times a week, you will be able to talk to me. The A in MAPS is accountability. You get accountability. I will make sure that you're on a path and structure that you need. You are going to have accountability, not only with me, but your other sisters inside your group. The women that join with you are going to also keep you accountable because you're going to be doing the program all together. This is why it's so successful, because you're going through it with other people, which is the P, peer support. The support that you get from the girls inside of the sisterhood in the academy is amazing. You guys are all going through this together as a group, and you're able to share and talk and learn from each other. And when you're able to get the support from the girls going through the same things you are, it just makes the process of the journey so much better and more enjoyable. And you get structure and process. I'm big on process. If we don't have a system, you're never going to get the results that you need. So we have a process, and that is the 9-step wise woman process. That's why you need the MAPS environment. You need that so you have the tools that I can teach you so you can do this the rest of your life. And that's why I created it. You're going to get your power back. You're going to feel amazing. You're going to get results pretty quickly. Okay. You're going to start to feel pretty good pretty quickly. But again, we've got to implement these things long term. The goal is to make sure that you can do this for the rest of your life. That's the goal. The goal is not for you to join my program for a month, right? Get a little bit of results and then quit and then be back to square one. No, this is going to be the last program that you do, because we're going to teach you, we're going to keep teaching you, we're going to keep coaching, we're going to keep teaching, we're going to keep figuring out the why until you figure out what you need to do to be able to do this the rest of your life and feel better. That's the bottom line. This is going to be the last time. I tell women, if you come and join me, this will be the last program you need to spend money on until we figure it out. That's how committed I am to you. And it's the truth. So you're going to get your power back. You're going to have somebody to guide you. I am there. Like I said, you come and join the academy. It's not something where, you come and join and then you don't see me ever again. You see me a lot. And I have an awesome team that also will help you. My manager, Ingrid, who you're going to meet here in a little bit, she was always there to support you. And you'll always have her to talk to also. Okay. You're going to start feeling better pretty quickly. You're going to gain more confidence. Okay. And look at this, just to throw this in there, not to brag, but look at my girls. The last squad that just joined 3 months ago, you guys, this is what's coming for you, by the way. Okay. When you join the academy, you join with other ladies, and we go through this process together as a group. The last group that joined the academy, this was their results. 264 pounds that they lost, 279 inches down, and they got off 4 medications in only 3 months. Only 3 months using the success plan, going through our success roadmap versus the pill plan. eliminate this, do this. Okay. So these ladies are all doing amazing, and they're all, a lot of them have been with me for over 2 years. This is them. So here's what I'm going to do. If you need more information, the Academy has opened. So you can click on the banner above. But if you really need more information on the Academy, you can go to thedlca.com, or you can set up a call with me. If you just are at the point where like, I just really need to talk to you, Terry, to see if this is a fit for me, then set up a call with me. Go to callwithterry.com, hop on a call. We'll talk. We'll decide if it's a good fit for you. I can help coach you through some of the things that I think I might be able to help you with, and maybe things I won't be able to help you with. I'll be totally transparent and honest with you. That's how I roll. I run my entire practice with a lot of integrity. So if I think I can help you, I will let you know. It's just the bottom line. I'm not in this, to lie to you. I'm in this to help you. I'm in this to do this to help you. Okay? That's the whole goal of this. So I want to call on Ingrid, because Ingrid is my Academy manager, and I'm sure she has a few things that she would like to say to you guys. After all, she's the one that you meet the first time you enroll in the Academy. This is the girl you get to see first before even me. So so let's meet her. Hi, darling. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Good
I had a
morning.
little trouble getting on there. Sorry.
That's okay. No, it's probably my end. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. So this is what happens with live. I don't even worry about it anymore. It's all good.
Yes, I'm here. No big deal.
Yeah. So the Academy's opening up, and you are now my Academy manager. So when the girls enroll, they get to see you and meet you first, even before me. And you are the one that really helps them to kind of understand the starting process. And that's amazing. So I think a lot of times I get questions about, well, once I join, what's next? Well, you are the one that explains that to them when they join, so they get that perk, right? But I want you to share, first of all, where you were 2 years ago, when you weren't a manager and you weren't in the Academy yet. I want you to tell the ladies what you were feeling, and your situation.
Oh, I was feeling horrible, and I was probably in the same boat that most of you ladies out there are right now. I'm 67 years old, and at this point, I have never felt better in my life. I was a mess when I joined the academy. I was physically very overweight. I was very depressed. So emotionally and mentally, I was just in bad shape. So, and the academy, Terry did everything for me and pulled me out of it. And here I am today living a life way better than the majority of my life. Seriously.
Wow, isn't that amazing? Yeah, I mean, do you have your pill bag with you right there?
I do.
I want you to
I
talk about. I want you to tell the ladies how many medications you were on.
so I was on 11 and I'm off 10 and a half. I have one pill left that was cut down 50%.
Show up. Show
And I
the.
I keep this bag just to remind me that this is something I never ever want to have to deal with. Yeah, that was a lot. And all these medications were making me feel so sick. And I wasn't even aware that the medications were causing a lot of my stomach issues.
So is it? I mean, were you told? You were told by your doctor he kept putting medications on you. I mean, your doctor was actually pretty supportive. We don't a lot of doctors that are, but your doctor kept putting you on them because he didn't know, right? And he kept saying, this is how we got to treat your diabetes. He kept putting you on more medication, more medication. So what was his solution? The pill plan, right?
The pill plan, yes. However, when he found out that I was going to join your program and follow your protocol, he was delighted because he actually believes in the holistic approach as well. But his job is to sell medication.
Yeah, and that's exactly the point. This is why I tell all of you ladies who are, in this group that Your medical doctor might be the nicest person in the world, but he's not trained in diabetes. He's trained in pill management. So if you have a good doctor, a good doctor will be supportive of you getting nutritional help from a holistic coach, a holistic practitioner,
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
then if you have your medical doctor plus the academy and we work as a healthcare team, he will be able to pull you off of what 12 medications. Ingrid, 12 medications. Looking back, can you even can you imagine if you wouldn't have done this work, where you would have been today?
It would have gotten worse for
Yeah,
sure. Even my diabetes medications had already increased. However, I was still starting neuropathy
right.
problems, tingling in my feet, leg cramps, etc. And it wasn't until I followed your protocol that all that disappeared. I
Yeah.
lost over 60 pounds. I'm off all those meds. My A1C is almost normal. Yeah, I couldn't have made a better choice.
Look at the difference here. It's just like two different people, and you just look healthier, and I'm so proud of you, which is one reason why, when I decided to, and you agreed to come on board in the academy, you are the perfect example of what is possible for women who join us. And you're right there along with me. You're right there to help these women when they come, to help them through this entire process, because this journey can be difficult, but we really do try to make it super fun and enjoyable, because hard work, it's hard work.
It is, but looking back, and I've told you that before, I never really found it that hard. I simply focused on everything that you represented to us, and you gave us the plan, and I just followed it step by step, and all of a sudden it was like, hey, look at me.
Yeah.
So to me, it really wasn't that hard.
Yeah, and I say this a lot too. It's like I say, pick your heart. So a lot of people right now are watching this and they're on more than 3, 4, 5 medications, and they are overweight, and they're feeling fatigue, and they're feeling bloated, and they got headaches, and they got, PCOS, and they got high blood sugars, and they're feeling, neuropathy. They've got all these symptoms, right? And they're looking at this and they're saying, I don't think I can do this. It's hard. That's the hard. So I say, well, if you think it's hard to get healthy, it's harder being sick. It's
Oh,
harder where you're at
definitely.
right now, because doing the work is going to be hard to get you healthy, but at least you're getting a net positive result and you're on your way to feeling better. I'd much rather work on this hard than stay this hard, right? So I think
No
when you can
comparison.
when they can really think about it that way, saying, yeah, will it be hard, but it's going to be a hard that's rewarding, and you're going to get a net positive result. I think when you can, all you ladies who are watching this, when you can think of it that way, I think that will help you put this in perspective and will help you make a decision. Be like, okay, you know what? You are right. I have been living in chronic pain and high blood sugars and being overweight, frustrated with that, on medications. I'm sick of not feeling good. I'm sick of having, not getting the right information. And you can come over with us and we can help you figure out the why, put you on a plan, be in a sisterhood that's going to be super supportive, and you're going to
Oh,
get
absolutely. Yeah.
right. And
Love
that,
our sisterhood.
yeah.
And I love watching all the newbies come on board and watching their progress. We've done it over and over and over again, and they all get awesome results. It's phenomenal. It really is. So
Yeah.
I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to take that leap.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, ladies, again, that is what the academy is all about. So, it's open. The academy is open. You have the opportunity to go and register. And so, Ingrid, what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to go over the membership real quick with the ladies. And so, thank you. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for welcoming all these ladies. We have 13 now that have joined for our next squad.
13 new ones. It's so exciting.
It's
Yes.
so exciting.
Yeah.
And here's for all of you watching, here's what's going to happen if you do not join us this time. 3 months from now, when you watch this again, you're going to see these 13 women and more, whoever else, you're going to see these 13, you're going to see their transformation, and you're going to be like, why didn't I join 3 months ago? That's what everybody always tells me. It's like, I should have joined last time, because when I open up the academy, we only open up for enrollment for a couple days. The enrollment is closing, and then I don't open up for another 3 months. So now is the time you gotta act. So
I
Ingrid, thank you, darling. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
And
Bye-bye.
hopefully you'll see some of these newbies more newbies coming in today.
I hope so. Come join us, ladies. You will not regret it. I promise.
All right, sounds good. Okay, ladies. So, like I said, I want to, show you what the membership consists of. But like I said, you have until Friday to make your decision. Friday night at midnight. Don't call me or email me Saturday morning. The academy will be closed. Bottom line, that is a hard shut off. So, if you want more information, if you feel like you just need to talk with me about this, then you can go to callwithterry.com or go to the DLCA to learn more, or email me with questions. I have no problem with answering that. Okay, so let's break this down. The academy is a membership. Okay, so the initial front end 3-month program in the academy is a 3-month commitment. And then after that, it turns into a monthly membership. But the 3-month program is where we dig deep in and we learn the why. Like, we learn what it is that we need to do to figure out what the imbalance is. And we get you on a customized protocol. And in that, you get, like I said, the coaching calls, and you get to see me, and we get you rocking. Okay. So here are your options. You get to join the academy for 3 payments of $197. So every month you'll get charged $197 for 3 months. Okay. After the 3 months, if you decide you don't want to be in the academy anymore, that's okay. You can quit. You can quit anytime. It's a monthly membership. You can quit anytime. Okay. So you could try it for a month and say, that's not for me. But if you quit, you're not going to get access. You're going to be eliminated from all the access to everything that you have in the academy. So that wouldn't be the best recommendation, but you can. Okay. After the 3 months, if you decide to stay on with me, which you probably will, then it only is $47 a month. I like to describe the academy as a Netflix for health. So basically, the longer you are in the academy, the more you get. And the more I offer, I give you so much value. But the initial 3 months is where we really do the deep dig and dive into your situation, and we create the protocol. So this is your 2 options. Option 1, 3 monthly payments of $197. Option 2, if you want to pay the whole thing up front, you sure can. It'll be a one payment of $544, but you can, if you want to pay it up front, I'm giving you a little bit of money off. So you can take $47 off. Normally it would be $597. But I'm giving you a little money off if you want to pay it up front. So those are your options: 3 monthly payments or 1 payment. Okay. So if you decide to join, awesome. You hear from Ingrid and me right away. We put you in the academy and we start rolling right away. If you decide to cancel after month 1, then you can cancel. You will not be charged ever again, but you will lose access to all of the materials in the academy, and you will not want to do that. But if you do, you can. That's an option for you. I always have to tell you that's an option. So there's really no risk for you guys. There's no risk at all because you're not locked into anything. Okay. So your next step is to go to join the DLCA. Okay. And then click on join now, and you will be able to get access to the academy. And also, again, if you want to talk with me, just feel free to go to callwithterry.com, and I'd be more than happy to talk with you there. I'm available all day today. I'm available tomorrow for any of you guys that feel like you just need more information. Okay, you guys, that's all I got. I sure hope this was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed your series. I will be coming back on tomorrow to do another Q&A session. So what we're going to do tomorrow when I come on is I'm going to just answer any questions you have about anything in your workbook. Okay. So tomorrow, same time, 1 p.m. Central, you can come back on here, ask me anything that you want, and I will be more than happy to help you. Okay. If you want more information on the academy, go to those links I sent you, and you guys have an amazing day. And I'm so excited to see some new faces inside the academy. I can't wait. Go register, and we'll see you on the inside. Bye for now.
you